Welcome back. It's been long in the news that the Mile 12 market has been shut by the Lagos state government, of course. But what's new now is that as activities shift to Kara markets in the outskirts of Lagos, the Ogun state government has come out to state its position on the new development. While inspecting the area, the State Commissioner for Agriculture says the government plans on relocating the traders to Ogere, where about 50 acres of land has been provided. She says facilities in the new location are being upgraded by the state government.
The traders from K2 Market have decided to relocate here. While we welcome them, it will be orderly and systemic. As you can see, they've just taken this place over, without recourse to government. So government is intervening now. What we plan to do, the only reason why we're here first is to sensitize them to the fact that this is not their location. This is actually meant to be a cattle market, which is Kara, further behind, and which for the next couple of months or so, pending when we complete with the infrastructure, still stay here. But this new market cannot stay here. His Excellency has identified a location for them outside of here, where we'll personally lead them to now, for them to see. Work will start in earnest to open up the place and make sure they can be relocated within the shortest possible time. But as much as is possible, the state government's concern is predominantly security, so that there is no anarchy, first and foremost. And secondly, as I keep saying, order. Once they are properly organized and there is order as well, their agitation for a thriving business environment will materialize. So where is this new location?
Now to the health sector. Another industrial crisis may be looming at the LAUTECH Akintola University Teaching Hospital in Oshogbo, as the staff of the hospital are protesting against proposed plans by the state government to retrench over 1,000 members of its workforce. The chairman of the Senior Staff Association, LAUTECH Teaching Hospital, Dr. Abiodun Afolabi, said that they're appealing to the state government not to carry out its intended plan.
Members of 5 unions involving nurses, midwives, laboratory technologists, allied health professionals and non-academic staff union of LAUTECH Akintola University Teaching Hospital are all gathered here to protest against alleged plans by the state government to sack about 1,000 of their members. They sing songs and pray over the situation, after which they move around the hospital premises. A spokesperson for the union members, Mr. Abiola Afolabi, alleges that the government did not follow the recommendations of the Forensic Auditors Employers report carried out in the institution.
Government cannot just wake up in a day without even engaging the labor leader and begin to issue a threat to the effect that it's going to sack more than 10,000 members of our staff without any good cause. Without any good cause. No criminal conviction, no misconduct on their part. Just want to sack them on the basis of the fact that there is over recruitment somewhere. And when you even begin to think about it, what does over recruitment simply means? The responsibility of recruitment lies with the government through its agents.
The union's chairman also appeals to the government to rethink its decision.
More than 1,000 staff, we are talking about more than 1,000 staff. They have not committed out of about 2,047 with no definite guideline, no definite offenses, no definite criteria.
In the meantime, the chief medical director of the hospital, Professor Wale Lasisi, and the Osun State Director, Bureau of Communication and Strategy, refused to speak on the allegation.
Native languages should be used to teach vocational courses in Nigeria. This is coming from the Imo State Governor, Rochas Okorocha, who believes the move will help to boost human capital development and harness the nation's potential. Governor Okorocha delivered a paper on Nigeria's Human Capital and State Education Initiative at the Royal Institute of International Affairs, Chatham House in London. He believes the only pivot on which any nation can rotate depends on the level of investment in its human capital.
It's really tough. And what's happening in Niger Delta will no longer happen. And our youth will now stand tall and hit the chest and say, they're Nigerians. Only when we change our system of human capital development to tally with the resources of our land. And Nigeria will be a great nation. And we shall join other developed nations of the world. We're stronger as a family and weaker as a nation. I tell you this. If anyone commits any crime in his family, no family member will report him. But in England, if you commit crime, your parents will bring you out for the national interest. Am I right? So you must govern people alongside their culture. We believe that small unit of village or community is stronger than even a local government. And if government is practiced at community level, there will be no corruption. Corruption we have in Nigeria is what I call primitive accumulation of wealth, because people believe that the federal government money is nobody's money. But if you take those monies to the communities, nobody will touch it, because everybody becomes the police over the money. So that culture we've introduced, and it's now helping to introduce the local language in our educational system.
Mr. Rochas Okorocha, Governor, Imo State. Now, ahead of the March 12th rerun election in Yakot 2 local government area of Cross River State, the Nigeria Police Command has promised a peaceful conduct of the polls. The State Commissioner of Police, Henry Fadairo, says the command will not accept any unruly conduct during the election.
Two days from now, the people of Yakuru 2 local government area in Cross River State will be going to the polls to elect new representatives into the State House of Assembly. Because of this, the Independent National Electoral Commission, State Police Command, other security agents and political parties' representatives are here to sign a peace accord as a binding agreement before, during and after the election. According to the Police Commissioner, the law will be no respecter of anybody, no matter how highly placed.
Violators of this accord will be dealt with seriously. You all know me, I joke and laugh, but when it comes to the war, I don't tolerate it. Please, don't let us violate what we have signed today.
The State Police Command promised to mobilize adequate policemen that would provide security in the 65 polling units during the rerun election.
And that's where we'll call it a day for this program on today's edition. I'm Olumide Macaulay. Thanks for watching.